We could get a Twister game and some baby oil and play Twister tonight.
Oh, nice. And the baby oil?
Yeah.
Wow.
You
Mama
slip
K.
and slide.
Welcome back to Cards Catch Up. Okay, before we get into Lamar's blow-up doll, we have got to address Kendall and Kylie confronting Khloé.
I saw the nice little surprise on these first couple episodes.
Kendall was crying everything. And I was like, what's happening? She's like, Lamar. I was like,
I could tell you were shut off. Like, it wasn't that you were like blatantly being mean or rude. It was just like, are you thinking people are gonna judge the way you handle it?
I think I started getting really anxious without me even noticing it. The tardiness, the sweating, things that like maybe are triggers for me. And I just was like, I have to get through this.
This is a girl who's in therapy 2 times a week. I really don't think she needs Kendall telling her what to do.
Unpopular opinion, but Khloé does not owe Lamar anything. I think we should give her grace that this was her first time seeing him. They left off on such horrible terms. How else do you expect her to react, Kendall?
I think she's still holding on to a lot. I see such a hostility still, and almost like there's definitely a wall and definitely a coldness.
They don't really understand. I think anyone that knows my situation or that has been in that situation would be a different version of themselves this many years later. It would be foolish not to be. Like, you have to protect yourself and grow from that scenario. I'm a different person than I was, and that's not bad or good. It just is what it is.
Khloé is the definition of I'm standing on business.
Yes, as she should.
Finally, by the way.
Yes. The thing that I'll give Kendall is that she saw her sister be uncomfortable. I feel like she was genuinely trying to check in on her and make sure that she's moving on for her own peace, but it came across as, you're being kind of mean to Lamar.
I get offended, whether it be Tristan or Lamar, where these people do these outrageous things and then they see me again and they're like, act as if nothing happened. Or they're like, oh, I wish I could put my tongue down your throat. So what does it say on my forehead?
Yeah.
Doormat? And it probably does to these people because I have been in so many different ways. But then that gets taken advantage of.
Yeah.
The sexual comments, and then I just was
Calling
like,
you his wife, right?
I'm like, all you guys, every single person around me. Because everyone loves to say how great I am after, but why don't you think that before?
He clearly is just moving on, brushing everything off as if nothing happened between them, and that pissed her off because she's like, I'm expecting you to be like, man, like, I'm sorry all this happened, but now he's just trying to continue their old ways, and she is not having it.
There's so much that you kept from us in a good way, not in like a bad way, because we were so young. Everything was so rated R, you know what I mean? Like, I don't expect anything else, but I'm saying it's interesting because Kylie and I actually don't know a lot of it. I felt like he really was a huge part of the family.
When I was going through my divorce, I definitely sheltered Kendall and Kylie a lot from the details of everything that was happening because they were young. I also know the way that they looked at Lamar, and I didn't want to sort of ruin that for them, and I just wanted to preserve as much of their innocence as I could.
Even in this situation, she's still protecting them from
Absolutely.
what she truly felt, you know, how dark it really got for her. And it's to protect them, to still paint a glimmer of somewhat of decency when it comes to Lamar Odom.
I mean, here I really do feel for Kendall and Kylie, like being the younger sibling, not being aware of like all these things that Khloé had gone through because she was being a good big sister and protecting them, especially since they had such a close relationship with Lamar. But I really appreciate that they can now see things from her perspective.
Moving on, we are ringing in the finale with a double dose of Kendall and Kylie.
Do you know what your shoes are? Also, patent leather. Gotta be really careful. That's how a lot of girls fall. Like face plant into the ground because you get stuck and you're like,
Get stuck.
you're like powerfully walking and then that happens and you're not like just leisurely walking. So just have that in your head if you're wearing, I don't know if you're wearing patent leather anywhere, but.
Did you notice that she was like pulling out her phone every time Kendall would give her a tip? Kylie would pull out her phone and be like,
Is it? Oh.
she was like, oh, patent leather.
She was wearing a ball gown. Why did Kendall think that she might be in patent leather? I do not understand.
I felt like a princess for 2 seconds.
It is Coperni day today. See the whole park? Wow. Starting to lay out. Oh my God. I'm walking in my first show. My first real show. I've walked shows when I was like 12. I'm so excited.
We got to see the ins and outs of the L'Oreal show. We got to see Heidi Klum too. Kylie, we got nothing.
Nothing. Kylie just posted a TikTok vlog that's been online since October that literally everyone in the world has already seen.
On social media, I saw that Pauline Chalamet was at the after party chatting it up with Kylie Jenner. Why didn't we get to see that?
Like, was that Coperni's idea, or did she not want the cameras on her? Like, I'm not.
She doesn't want the cameras ever.
No, she didn't want the cameras because she diagnosed herself with that.
What are you nervous about?
I
The
think I
unknown.
have agoraphobia.
Kylie, no, you don't.
I think that's what it's called.
Do you know that's like, yes. Do you know that that's like a real thing? Like people like really.
I think that's what I have.
You don't.
It's like the fear of putting yourself in situations that could cause embarrassment or something. And I feel like I have.
Does everyone not have that?
Sweetie, it's called social anxiety,
Yes,
you guys.
Then Khloé finally breaks her silence on Lamar's arts and crafts project.
Have you heard from Lamar? No, but I haven't either. He DMs me the strangest videos. But like,
Is it him with your blow-up doll?
oh my God, can you believe that blow-up doll?
Does it have real hair?
I found out about Lamar's blow-up doll, I think the same way any of us found out. It was on the internet. Not sure why that's something we are publicly talking about. Lamar thinks this Khloé-like sex doll will be perfect because he could do whatever he wants with her sexually. No word on how Khloé feels about this tribute.
Can you imagine just walking through life knowing your ex has a blow-up doll of you? I'd be looking over my shoulder every second.
Call me crazy, but I think it's a flex.
He's had a hard life. He's trying to cope. He should be in therapy 2 times a week too. 10.
Definitely.
Should Khloé maybe consider a restraining order? Yes.
Probably, yes.
We don't
I
F
think
with,
so.
we do not F with stalking. We just like a tiny bit of, a healthy dose of obsession.
But it's not a support dog. It's a blow-up doll.
Everyone.
A support doll.
I'm supposed to be flattered by this. It's more, man, this validates just how different we are and how much we've grown apart. And it's creepy and it's weird. But I'm not hurt by it. That's more his journey. It's just more weird and gross.
Also, shame on the person who made that.
No, literally.
Why are we not shaming that person?
They're just
There
trying
was
to
money.
make money.
There was money to be made.
Unpopular and maybe disgusting opinion.
I'm scared.
But
What?
I think it would have been $1 million, maybe even $1 billion business if the Kardashians came out with Kardashian blow-up dolls.
You're not wrong.
You're not
I
wrong.
can't hate
I
you.
mean,
yes.
all I'm saying is like, there's money to be made, and Kris Jenner was probably upset she didn't think of it first. And then we get one last birthday party to end the season.
So I was going to start off a little conversation so we could all be in the same, even though this table is really, really long, we're going to get into a conversation about Kim.
Oh, my favorite subject.
And I think that we should all describe Kim in one word. And what would your word be? My word for Kim is going to be
Strength. Oh, that's a good one.
I would like to say many, many, like love and all of them.
You
but
said one word and now you're
okay.
Somebody's had a martini.
First of all, Kris hugging the mic, like literally hanging on to it, making up the rules as she goes. Everybody's like, she's 1-2 martinis in. Like, it's just a bit too much.
I don't blame her. Was a lot going on at this party?
Oh, yes.
No.
Oh.
There was nothing.
This is Kim's vibe, though. She loves a long table party. This made me crave Nobu, honestly.
Yeah, watching them eat, I was like, oh my God, I know that food is good.
Happy birthday to you.
Tonight was perfect. It was small and quaint.
My wish is that the Menendez brothers get out next week.
I really don't need a wish this year, honestly. I feel like I have everything that I could have dreamed of and more.
So when you make a birthday wish, you say it
in my head,
and you don't share it
No,
with
no,
others?
Not out.
Absolutely
Because then it
not. Jinx.
Won't come
Happen.
true, right? Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
So she said hers out loud.
Ooh.
And
But also, she probably brought them up because remember, this was filmed the same day that they did the initial promo shoot for this season, where they initially talked about the Menendez brothers. So it was probably already on her mind because they literally spoke about it that same day.
And can we talk about the timeline jump? It's just like, we see like spring and then fall and then summer, and then I'm kind of confused, and I feel like Kendall's hair is blonde and brown and short and long, and I can't really keep up. I think I was just really frustrated because at the end of the season, we got a little tease.
Hi.
I'm like, should I have looked like this at the Golden Globes with my tits out?
Yes, you have to wear your best dress to every function you go to, no matter what.
Girl, let us see you getting ready. Let us see you doing your fittings. Let us see you kissing Timothy before he goes out to the red carpet. Come on.
It's the fact, you know how in the Housewives franchise, there's a friend of, right? At this point, Kylie is a friend of a friend of a friend. Like, she's barely even on the show.
She's giving Rob.
Yes!
I'm Francesca Amiker. Thanks for watching.